So I'm going to show you how to make this clock hand. I prepared that earlier on. So again, whenever you have those things, just make sure that you break them down to very simple shapes. Once you combine all these shapes, they can make quite believable objects. So now I want this to be centered on the next rectangle. So if you just drag that along, that's just all a little bit awkward, and then I will have to reposition it. And that will work. So let's just have one for the bottom one. So all I'm doing is I'm pressing Alt, so in the F, and you see how those little, the second arrow appears, and now click and drag, which gives me a second rectangle. And if I hold down the Shift key, you see it will stay in line with the original one. Okay, I'm just going to bring that down a little bit, make that a bit smaller, and now that little heart shape there. So what you do is P for pen, there we go, and then you start there in the middle, and you see all those, they're called, what are they called? Smart guides. Okay, so I'm starting here, and click, and hold down, and then drag. That gives me that handle here where I can create a curvature. And then we're going again back in the middle, click, hold, and drag. So we get another one out there. Now that's not quite what we want, but it wouldn't hurt right now. So just want to show you one more thing. This is the conversion tool. Again, let's close that one. So whenever you have a little triangle on that symbol, you press long. So I'm pressing for about 2 seconds. And then you have all the other ones that are hidden underneath. And this one means tear off. Okay. So this one is called the Convert Anchor Point tool. So despite the fact that I quite like it right now as it is, I want you to show how to create that handle so we can actually have two of these independent handles. Sorry, that anchor point, convert that anchor point. So click, and it becomes one that has straight edges, and then click and drag, and you will pull out two, and these ones are independent of each other. So those ones are actually fun. They actually make some new things. There's our almost heart shape there. So I'm going back to my selection tool, and then select that curve that I've created. Right mouse click, and then we do transform, and we do reflect. And the next one is we just want to reflect that over so we get a pointy shape. And if you click preview, it'll show you what's going to happen. And we just don't want to reflect what we've got here. We want to actually a copy, so we just click copy, and now we have two of them, and we just make sure that they are aligning nicely. So what you can do is you can hover over that anchor and drag it on there, and it'll snap to the other one. Okay, now we want to combine those two. That's where is it? Join there, or Control and J, join. And now there should be one piece, and let's just see if that's correct. So I'm just connecting one. Yeah, that's good. Let's have a look down here. Oops. If that really is correct. And yes, it is correct. So now I'm just going to bring that down a little bit and actually make that a bit smaller. That's a bit big. So again, if you hold Alt, it will make it smaller in the center, and if you hold Shift, it will do it proportionally. So maybe like that. That's it. So now another thing that I wanted to show you is up here you got several things how to align things. So right now we want them all to be aligned horizontally, and I made sure that they are already nicely aligned. So let's do that. Let's just mess them up. So you select them all with the selection tool, and then say align in the middle, and then they all align nicely in the middle. And one more thing that I wanted to show you is the Pathfinder tool. Very nice Pathfinder tool. Actually, two more things to show you. So if they're all selected, you can now unite them. You see they're just one item now. And the last thing for this little video is the rotate tool. That's right here. The rotate tool is R. So select your object, click the rotate tool, and you see this one here. That is our current pivot point, which is somewhere in the center. Well, we don't want it in the center. We want it somewhere here in order to turn the arrow. Now that becomes our new turning point, and you just drag any anchor and then you can rotate that object around a different pivot point. And that's it for now, and that should just do everything you need for your clock face and for your hour and minute hand. Actually, one more thing. So remember that the other one looks very similar, so the hour hand is just smaller. So what you could do is you could do the direct selection tool and just select these two and just bring them a little bit in, and all of a sudden you have a small hour hand and a bigger minute hand, and that's all.